All right, welcome to the Rich and Unemployed podcast. I'm your host, Jonathan Duperton, aka Finesse. Before we get started, make sure you guys check out the Patreon for exclusive content and check out the merch, www.richunemployed.net. Now, today is very special. I'm in a different setting, and I have four beautiful ladies with me today. And before I even make an announcement, let's just see who they are. So go one by one.
Hey y'all, I'm Sheila Michelle.
I'm Casey.
I'm Chloe.
I'm Shanti.
And we are
The
First Ladies of Freight.
I must admit, I don't look like the average truck driver.
We definitely don't look like your average truckers.
The dynamic of a woman in a truck is it's so powerful right now.
Everything is male dominated. And I think that, women just kind of tired of it.
If you drove through LA, you probably saw a Hoffman banner on some fence.
I propose, having this grand transportation event to all the ladies. The world has never seen anything like this, especially coming from women of color. This is just the beginning. I know we have different personality styles. I'm looking forward to seeing how we're gonna fare and how we are gonna have to compromise to get this done. So stay tuned as we pull off this Women in Trucking Expo as the First Ladies of Freight.
First Ladies of Freight!
Yay. So tell us, what is that? What is the First Ladies of Freight? What is it?
Oh, y'all don't.
You.
So First Ladies of Freight is a
Yes.
show. It aired on November 14th on Roku and also on YouTube, you guys. So go check it out. It's about the four of us and actually one other girl. She's not here tonight, Tiana. And it's about us being in trucking. We all do trucking at a really high level. We've all been doing it for some time, and we're just chronicling our lives and how we play, how we work, how we problem solve, and how we get down.
And how do you all know each other? Y'all grew up together or something? Or y'all just met driving trucks at the pit stop? Like, hey, we should start a reality show.
No, I'll let everybody go down the line. You want to start first?
Go ahead, beautiful.
Thank you. So, as I mentioned, I'm Sheila Michelle. I'm CEO of Proceed Screening. We are a 24/7 national provider of occupational health services. And what that means to the trucking industry is that we ensure that the drivers are compliant. They have to get drug screens, they have to get DOT physicals. So that's what we do. I wanted to promote my business when I first started. And so Casey was known for big trucking. And so I said, let me go find somebody, right, who's attached to a number of trucking companies so that I can provide compliance services. And so we connected and it worked.
So you don't actually drive trucks?
Oh, no, sir.
Never have.
Never have and never will.
Own the truck?
My husband does own a dump truck. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. And there's no diss when I say, I think you're going to find out that each one of us knows our role. So like, I can't even drive my car 2 hours. I'm going to take a flight to
Right.
Greenville, South Carolina.
Right.
So I definitely can't get in nobody's truck.
Right.
Okay. What about you?
How did we meet? Social media.
Just social media. Yeah.
I think we hosted a event together
yep.
or something. So we both started in dump trucks. So that's where we kind of fell in love, right?
In love, huh?
Because there's not a lot of people in that industry. I mean, there is a lot of people, don't get me wrong, but that promote it. So how else did we meet? Turned up.
No,
a
that
few
was
nights.
it. I mean, you catch wind of it's a subculture of us that do this, and so we catch wind of each other. I caught wind of Chloe.
Which is like a Facebook group or something? Like
It's
a bunch
just
of women?
Instagram. We're posting about what we do. We're educating. We all have platforms, so
Gotcha.
you'll catch wind of oh, that's the Hoffmans. Oh, that's Michelle. Oh, that's Chloe. You kind of catch wind, and we've been doing this for years. So she had an event. I pulled up, and then I knew Chloe from just same thing. And yeah.
So I work with Shanti. I do dispatching. I'm on the logistics side. So she and her husband have over 25, 30. How many trucks did you guys have?
At our highest, about 28 trucks.
Yeah, and I was responsible for getting loads for them, managing the drivers, making sure that the freight was moving properly and everything was getting there on time. So I'm pretty much like the plug, the manager.
Yeah.
The plug. So who idea was it to start this reality show?
Mine.
You. Why?
Because I do really high quality content, and so a lot of production companies were coming to me wanting to do a show, but because of my business background, I was like, oh no, I'm gonna bring y'all a show. So I did. In 3 weeks, I casted everybody. We went to LA and Miami, and we shot a sizzle. We had a whole bunch of network meetings and stuff, but I felt like they were trying to take this show and just make it into something that I didn't want it to be, because we still have to maintain our professionalism. At the end of the day, we can laugh and kiki and all of that, but I still got clients. You know what I mean? So I can't be taking this no joke. So I was like, I'm gonna do it myself, and now we're on Roku.
Oh wow. So is it trucking? Is all you guys do? Is it you have other business ventures?
I'm in real estate.
Oh,
She's in real estate.
Yeah, I sell to all the celebrities in LA, athletes. Like if you come to LA and you want to buy a house, everybody knows. One-stop shop, brokerage, team of gorgeous agents. You need Chinese, Indian.
You said gorgeous agents?
Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
What y'all do with them?
Nothing. They just some Indian clients want to talk to an Indian agent, so they speak their language. That's it.
No massages?
No massages.
Yikes.
Happy endings?
No
Okay.
happy ending. Nothing. Just like a Korean connects better with someone that speaks Korean. So we just like to keep it broad and open.
And that's smart.
Yeah.
So real estate, what about you?
So I actually have some real estate as well, but I'm also known as being a business coach. So my background is in corporate America, and so I brought that to the social selling space. So if anybody wants to start their own drug test center and clinical lab and join my network to help support these ladies, then www.iamsheilamachelle.com. Bloop.
So out of all the entries y'all could have got in, why did trucking? Trucking is more like a male-dominant industry. Why would y'all want to get into this trucking?
I'm gonna be honest. I just had an epiphany one day. This was like 18 years ago. I was like, you know what? I was trying to think of something that I didn't have to do. Because when I was 15, I had like vending machines. So I would go get my money and I'd be making like $400-500 a week. And I'm 15. Like, I'm not working for this money. I'm filling it up. They buying it. I'm filling it back up. So I was like, damn, I need something that's similar. And I thought trucking, but it didn't happen for me that way. I ended up driving for 6 years.
So my hubby, we had at that time, this was like 10 years ago. And we had like a little savings, like $200,000. And I
little.
said,
Little
no, I mean,
Not
but
little.
I
I thought you were gonna say $200.
I mean, I feel like that's. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it seems like little.
That's
now.
her little savings, okay?
But back
Okay,
then,
that's your-
yeah, I mean, that's my. I mean, so we wanted to invest in a business, and he said, "Let's buy a truck." And I was like, I know not. I come from a different like background as far for work, like entertainment, all that stuff. So I'm like, a truck, and we tried to go get a truck, and they wouldn't approve us because we didn't have business credit. It's like not as easy. We're like, fuck, like we had just started like our LLC, and we thought, oh, so that didn't work. So we had to dump all our money into the trucking, and he got his CDL. He drove for the first year. We were kind of backwards though, because I would go and our son would go, and we would go stay at the Ritz.
On the low, right?
Go eat
High-end
with Chris,
trucking.
right? We were like, what was the point of this? But he just wanted to learn the trade. So like because there's issues when a driver will leave your truck
Man.
in the middle of Idaho with
Man.
the shit turned on in the middle of the street
Man.
and say, fuck you.
Yeah.
And then what? To try to find someone at 3 a.m. It's hell.
Yeah, ain't gonna
So we want, you always want to learn your trade.
I really love that though. And I think that that's one thing that when I wanted to start trucking was when I was with a certain significant other. And, I was like, I actually wanted to get a dump truck. That's funny. But anyways, that didn't work out. And so I didn't have $200,000 in my savings. Yeah, I didn't know what to do. So I was able to just say, I got a phone. And guess what? I'm going to do dispatching. All I got to do is get a load board. And then from that, I had connections. I already knew you.
Right.
You know what I mean? And as I started to grow on my own and do dispatching and, be consistent. Because when you started seeing me be consistent on social, she DM'd me. She was like, all right, you're
Yeah,
ready.
because at first she reached out and she was like, I'm new. When you say I'm new, I'm like, you my sis.
We don't want to do it.
But like
been
they're
on
new.
this shit.
Yeah, and then I waited and then I was like, okay, she's on her shit.
Yeah.
Just like you wouldn't want to use a new agent
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
buy a house. Like it's a big situation.
But I respect that though, because it's kind of like, how you always say, it's like, I've been in this game for a long time. Like I didn't just get here
Yeah,
out of
overnight,
nowhere.
woo-woo.
I really had to earn, even though I've been knowing you and I knew you too before
Yeah.
all of this. But it's not about like people owing you anything.
No.
It's about, okay, what have you done for me to be like, all right, let me see what you could do
Yeah.
now that you already had your mishaps. Because I had some mishaps, okay? Yeah.
Yeah, nobody want to mess with nobody that don't got no skin in the game. Like,
Yeah.
you just don't want to do that.
It's like I
It's a
feel
tough game.
yeah, and
Yeah.
so I was like confident when she hit me with the 20+ trucks. I'm like, I got that. It's nothing. Like I was in the oil field fucking that shit up. Like
But she called all them drivers her
But
boyfriend.
that was then.
Oh, yeah.
That was then. This is
Because she
now.
was talking to them. She
All
made
of
them.
them?
She made them microfiber towels with her face. So if they got lonely in the
Oh
truck.
God.
Okay.
What?
So let me explain
I
that.
feel like I need to co-host this podcast.
Yeah,
Like
jump
that,
in.
bro.
No,
Save us,
no,
save
I
us.
want to hear this. No.
Save us.
Let me hear this.
Please.
It's okay. Let me make it make sense.
Mhm.
So, really, in reality, the reason why I say that is, and I even tell people that, and I don't call myself a mentor, but people, I do have a course that I sell, and I'm just saying,
Mentor.
don't use the word mentor or whatever.
Listen, I'm a mentor, Chloe. You don't stop coming for us
No,
mentors.
No, let's just keep going. Keep going.
I wanna
But
hear-
I'm just talking about
have a
me.
bad name.
Let me hear
now.
about these towels,
I-
man.
Okay,
know.
so
I wanna get to
listen,
the
all I'm
towels.
saying is this. Let me tell you. So the towels. All right, we're gonna talk about the towels. So the towels is how I started off when I was going to different truck stops. And instead of people bringing, cardstock,
Cards.
cards.
Business
I'm
cards?
like, they're gonna throw that shit away. I see that shit on the floor.
This need to be
That's
a-
not
Here-
gonna be me.
Here's a towel with my face on
Here's
it.
a towel with my face on it. It is microfiber. You need a microfiber towel when you're
So
a truck
when
driver.
I take a shower, I
no,
can wipe
a microfiber
my
He's,
towel.
like,
You're
really
wiping off
into
your
it.
windows. You're wiping off your
He
windows.
wants a
Windows.
towel.
Your windows and
Oh,
stuff
that-
like that.
okay.
It's a very
Gotcha.
the quality of the towel.
Mhm.
It's kind of like how you're cleaning off your glasses a minute ago.
Mhm,
Like
mhm.
it's gonna get it off,
Right.
but it's gonna be my face.
Your face getting that thing
But
off.
listen, it allowed me.
Wax
It
off.
allowed. So I
Jesus.
used to go to the truck stops and I would open up my
What's the point of the
Jeep
meditation?
in the back, and
Mm.
I had Gatorades in the ice chest. I had candies. I had chips, and I was giving out free snacks because I'm like, these people don't feel love. They're away from their families all the time. So I'm out there, pretty girl. I'm not out there doing too much. I just got a tank top on and some jeans. I'm not doing too much.
Tank
I don't
top.
want to
Did
be
you have a
threat.
bra on?
No.
I got questions now.
Go ahead. What the questions you got?
No bra.
She on the cast.
So-
Questions.
I'm serious.
Okay,
Tune in, folks.
with all these different personalities, do you clash? Is there any type of like disagreements? Do y'all fight?
I would say
How do
it's
y'all-
not really disagreements. It's just like feeling each other out.
Mhm.
And then my role is a little bit different than theirs because it's my show.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like I don't spend all this money. So
Yeah.
it's like it's certain responsibilities that I have that they don't even really know or care about. And it's just like I gotta have that hat on. But I mean at the end of the day, I love these girls and I picked them for a reason. So it's always respect. You know what I mean? But it's also like you have just relationship conflict and just learning people. So I mean, it's cool though. I mean, we respect each other, we love each other, and that's
I want to guess who's the meanest and the nicest.
I'm the meanest.
I know.
And the nicest though at the same time.
I don't have a problem with that.
Yeah.
I would assume that she was probably the nicest.
Me?
Yeah.
No, she's
She
the
can be real
nicest.
mean though.
I'm
real
nice.
straightforward.
She's
though.
not
But
nice,
I guess
but
that's
she's
not
just
mean.
the nicest.
That's just straightforward.
Yeah. She's just the
I'm a,
nicest.
it's because I'm a Libra.
But she did snap at me the other day. I was like, damn girl, you all right? Okay. Tune in to find out why.
No, I mean, but I think that's like, there's nothing wrong with conflict. I feel like you need dirt to grow. Like that's how your relationship.
Yeah.
What's
like
gonna
that.
grow
Mhm.
without
That's good.
dirt? You know. But like you say, it's all about respect because we're going to expand our perspective
Mhm.
as we work through whatever we working through. And I think that y'all need to see that. That's why y'all need to tune
Yeah.
in because women can work together.
And we do.
They can get the bag. They can support each other without being judgy, without being catty.
Pulling
It's
each other
possible.
hair.
We share each. I passed you clients. You
Oh, for
passed
sure.
me clients, and we've talked shit about clients.
all the time. All the time.
I love
Ex
that.
clients.
I love that.
Yeah, clean
Current
up.
clients we don't talk shit about.
That's right.
Ex clients.
Typically, when you see these reality shows full of women, the main thing is the fighting. You know, people want to see that, the altercations, the fighting, the arguing, and that's not going on in y'all show.
Not to that degree.
Mhm.
Like we gonna always keep it cute.
All right, you gotta
and
keep it
classy.
real.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean we're all mothers too. At the end of the day, like we
Mhm.
got kids. I can't be up here fighting. Like who gets in makeup to come fight? I mean,
I'm never fighting.
I'm never
gotten in a
fighting.
fight in
Like
my
we're not doing.
life.
I don't
I
got
could
nothing to be
tell.
upset about. I'm not doing that.
What?
But I mean, you do have conflicts. Like
Mhm.
people are just different. Like Shanti is different, and Michelle is different, and Chloe's different, and it's just they just different.
we
So
might
it's
not
like-
see eye to eye,
yeah.
but the real conflict they see is why business has slowed down, like what to do when you do make money to not just invest it all in one business, diversify your investments. You know, it shows like, oh, what it looks like to work with a significant other. The nights where we fight, the nights, you know, it shows like really like how we're really doing the business.
And I mean, we're nice girls. At the end of the day, we got good hearts. You know what I mean? Like, I ain't out here trying to scam. I want them to glow up and grow up and get their coin. And we just have a mutual respect, like, at the end of the day.
I heard you say Rolls Royces and $5 million cribs.
Oh yeah, I'm a Rolls Royce ambassador. Shout out to Rolls Royce.
How you do that?
Easy.
So 2 years ago, they chose 7, I think 7, I forgot, like 7 or 8 or 10, one of those small numbers, small, women that own a Rolls Royce. And like the other women, like when I tell you to even be in a room with them, I was like,
Shit.
I know, because I moved
made
to LA with $1 and a dream. So, I mean, so they just chose the amount of girls, and they did like articles on us and basically did like a huge event for us. They didn't give us no free car. No, I don't get discounts. We got to pay, but they just like recognize you, you know? So actually one of the executive producers, Coy, he like shot the video. Like it was dope.
That was dope. It was like
dope.
an $80 million mansion.
I do admire that about you guys because I've known you guys for so long. Like I've known both of you guys for so long. But I always say you guys being bosses, but it's about like, that's why like it's different. It's not who you know. I mean, it's not what you know, it's who you know. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people can go through different things in life and wonder why they're not in different situations. Well, the group that you hang around with, you know what I mean, does matter. Because
it definitely matters.
Me being around you guys is like, yes, it's a blessing and it's amazing. But at the same time, I saw this for myself. I manifested it for myself. Like, I'm not only want to be like these women, but I'm going to be around these women.
That's
I'm going to be able to let them see how, you know, how y'all really do. Like, people who don't know your guys' story, it wasn't always the glitz
it wasn't
and
always
glamour.
like this. No.
You know what I'm saying? So.
And being mean is whack. Like, I mean, that Mean Girls, that's out. Like,
no, if I'm winning, you're winning. Anyone that knows me, like, if you're around, I'm gonna put you on and I'm gonna make sure you make
that's
ends.
for sure. She means
like
that.
Everybody, like my girls, they know. But if you like cross me one time,
you're done.
It's a wrap.
Yeah.
All those connections done.
How lucrative is this business? Because if I'm here at Rolls Royces and $1 million cribs and stuff, but then again, I see other people that are struggling in the industry. Like how lucrative and how can you even scale?
So I think with anything, you gotta like scale and you gotta know when it's time to like up the ante, when to pull back, all of that. So I do government contracts, which is like very lucrative. And I also do special like heavy haul.
Mm-hmm.
So while most people are hauling loads that are paying, let's just say $500, mine gonna pay $5,000. So I'm gonna get the maximum I can while that truck is on the road, because if something happens and I gotta get towed and the tow bill is $800, I still have to profit. So in that regard, you know, people talk shit about trucking, but y'all not doing it a certain way. Y'all doing it off the load board. Not to say you can't do it off the load board. You can start there, but you're not gonna be able to like scale there. Mm-hmm. So it's all about scalability, working smarter, not harder. And then what are you hauling? Like, it depends on what you're hauling. You can't just be hauling just power only. You don't even have no trailer, but you complaining like, it ain't no money. You don't got no equipment. You know what I mean? So you got to bring something to the game to get something out of the game. You know what I mean? So it just depends. I mean, she does dispatching. She does, they have their own fleet, and then she does third-party drug testing. So everybody has different ways they can do it. I'll let them speak to, you know, their ways, but mine is very lucrative.
Yeah, I wanna jump in there because I think part of the issue is people don't have a strategy. Yeah. So everything you just talked about, their strategy. And they don't have a strategy because they don't have proper business training. Mm-hmm. So, and then if we want to go deeper, some people are not tapped into their purpose. They're not in alignment with their purpose. You had us meditate before we started, right? Mm-hmm. I did my positive quotient before I even got here, which is another form of meditation. So people are not in that type of alignment with themselves. Mm-hmm. And then they wonder why
it ain't working out for you.
The stuff is in misalignment. Yeah. So when it comes to, I think, you know, having a $5 million cribs and being a Rolls Royce ambassador or, you know, taking over the lot, you know, that's like on the inside.
Yeah. Well, they don't want to work. The generation, they just think that
retain information.
Yeah, if you want to make money overnight, start an OF.
Yeah,
like you can't. I mean, it's the truth. You can't this business is like real life shit. Like if somebody dies in that truck, that liability is on you. Like, this is no joke.
It's really a loaded question as to why some people are successful in trucking or anything and why some people are not. Like, it really runs deep.
They don't realize that the bosses eat last, too. Everybody around us gets paid first, and you know, if you win, you win that month. If you don't, then it's like you keep pushing. I feel like as long as you're not in the negative, you're winning.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Come on,
every day, someday you can make.
Well, I didn't answer where I'm at with it. So, gosh, y'all are just talking.
Spicy. She's a mean one.
No. So,
showing up.
No, I'm just joking. I love you guys. So this past year, because fuel went up and rates dropped, we had to drop our fleet. significantly, but we're still running our trucks. People don't understand that they look at a business is another person. So it doesn't mean
Entity.
go do your nails, go
Right.
buy a house. Like, no, that is, so people just use that money thinking, okay. And then when there's like a
Downturn.
like a bad
Yeah.
year, you're fucked. Now
Right.
you're getting shit repo because you're not, that's what happened to a lot of people. They got
Yeah.
their trucks taken because drivers wanted more money and they just didn't realize, like, don't touch that money because you're gonna have to, it's not, business is not always gonna be good.
People don't realize how many times they have to fail to be successful.
I was going to ask, like, was it ever a point that you guys wanted to quit in any one of
Oh
the
my
stages?
God.
Hell yeah.
What?
Oh my
Right,
God.
What?
I never wanted to quit though.
Well, you was only drug tested.
Speak for yourself.
Different.
Ours is like, we're doing
You never
it.
thought you wanted to quit, but
Well,
did
hold on.
it?
Let me say this. She wasn't dealing with equipment either. Now, I don't know about you, but you dealing with them trucks.
No,
We
but-
have
but
roads,
when
we
inflation-
have yards, we have
No, I
office
don't-
space.
no, I don't
Man.
think
It was
that's
like
it. I think
200,000 in bills.
My reason for being in business is a little different.
Oh, yeah. She got a whole nother. But still.
But so now coaching, yes, I have wanted to quit coaching, but like what I do for a truck, okay. What I what I do for the transportation industry,
Letting go.
no. But that's because I have a different why. I honestly don't think that it's about like the equipment. Like I'm just saying,
Ask
like
Keith. Do you feel like, did he drive?
no, but I told him that he might need to go get a
Baby,
CDL.
listen.
But yeah, so I think that that's it because like mine is attached to my son being killed. So even when I closed my office and decided to go mobile, I felt like I was being a bad mom, being a bad parent. It's like I have to, like for me, I can only speak for myself. I got to do this until I see my child again. On
Mhm.
period. Like that's just it. So
What
it's
does
like
that mean?
what does what mean?
He doesn't know
You
what
got to
happened
tell
to
him
your son?
why you got into trucking.
No, she said she's not stopping
about
until
to
she
tell
see
you
her son again.
Yeah, tell him.
Yeah, like my son, he was murdered.
Right.
So like this is my life. This is my life's work. Like I don't, unless God reassigns me to something
Mhm.
else, I don't really have a choice. So if I did have the equipment and it was driving me crazy, it's just driving me crazy.
That was her catalyst into the trucking.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Mhm,
So I
mhm.
think that again, it goes back to your passion. Yeah, have I been disenchanted in business? I'm like, man, I want to do another thing.
Right.
Mhm.
You know, yeah, I mean, but at the same time, I know that like my child's life was not in vain. Like,
I can relate. My mom passed away while I was in prison.
I'm
and
sorry to hear that.
so I came up with this whole brand idea while I was in prison. And when I got out, this is what I went for. And yesterday I did the podcast. I was like, you know, my mom didn't die for a reason.
Right.
I didn't go through that for nothing.
Right.
So I came out of prison. I made something of this, and you know, I wrote all this down in a notebook. And
Yeah.
this is like my calling. This is like my purpose in
Yeah.
life.
You still got the notebook?
Because I really believe in the law of attraction and manifestation. When you came over here with the dollar and the dream, what life did you have in your head? Did you picture the life that you're living now? Did you write it down?
I born in Miami from my parents. My dad is from India. My mom is from Philippines. Third world, very different culture. So they wanted me to be a doctor, like medical. They're in the
Mhm.
medical field. That's where they wanted. Fast forward, then I decided like I'm gonna move to LA. Like I feel like I can make it there. And they were traveling. They were in India. I asked them, I'm like, I want to move to LA. Let me move to LA. And they're like, no, like you're too young. You can't handle it. So I had a condo and I rented it to like a student and I packed my car and I shipped it to LA and I moved. I didn't know what I wanted. I didn't know. I had no idea. And then
I
finally
don't think you always know.
no,
You
I
just
didn't. I was trying to figure it out. You don't
yeah.
know. Like you literally have to try everything and it's okay. And people, I think some people are 30 years old and are trying to figure it out, but they're embarrassed to start from the bottom.
What's that statement?
That's the issue.
It reminded me of that statement, that quote that people say, you know, about being like not sticking to one thing. And people at the end, people never read the end of the quote. And it's about being a serial entrepreneur. It's like not sticking to one thing. Good at one thing, but not
Jack of all trades.
Jack of all
trades,
Of a master
but
of
a
none.
master of none.
Yeah.
But at the end of that quote, it
Oh,
is,
there's
but
more?
sometimes often better than a master of one.
Come on, Chloe.
So,
But
I
but
never
I
knew
but
that.
I
Yeah,
found
it's
my
the
like
full quote.
forte. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
and then really in reality, all that experience led you to be able to
Yeah.
freely
Yeah,
sell
'cause
$1 million
now I'm
house
like-
to all these people.
Yeah.
you know,
It
'cause
always
you got to
works
bring
out.
some of your past to your future.
but then
I
I
think
got
it's-
married and have like beautiful kids. Like my kids go to school with Kim K's kids. Like I like sometimes have to wake up and be like,
This is life.
But you know
like-
what it is? It's really your. It wasn't that you might have. I mean, I'm sure you wanted a lot of money, right? But it's really your work ethic,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So it's almost like you
Yeah.
manifested it
Man, it is.
through your work. Like you have a standard that you
Yeah.
operate by personally and professionally,
Right.
which
That's true.
coincides with the type of lifestyle
Yeah.
that you
Yeah, because I
have.
work damn
So
hard.
it wasn't like you
Right. It's not
you
just
may not
given
have
yeah,
to you.
it's not
necessarily.
just yeah.
So the
Yeah, that's
answer to
true.
your question from my
Yeah,
perspective,
you got me because you know
is
me, honey.
yeah, it's just like she.
It was gonna work out
yeah,
for her
it was
regardless,
gonna
'cause
be
she'll
yeah
work-
because
she's
it's
gonna
how
work.
it's
Yeah.
it's her standard. Her standard. It's almost like you don't have to have the millionaire, multimillionaire label. You have the attributes.
Yeah.
Mm.
Come on.
I was
come on, Pastor
door knocking in
Michelle.
the hood to get my first listing. I don't care. I didn't care.
And
Like I
everybody
don't
ain't
care
gonna do
how
that.
people thought of me. Like I'm gonna knock on every single door till I get that listing. I'm gonna call 1,000 people until I get that listing. I'm gonna stop at Costco to get trucking jobs. Like you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I'm gonna talk to every single trucker. I'm gonna stop trucks on the road. Like that's just. I'm not embarrassed to start from the beginning. I'm not embarrassed. You know, people are.
Yeah, people don't want to see people. Like, I agree with that. Because
People
I
are
ain't gonna lie,
embarrassed.
I was embarrassed when I first started. When I was out there grinding, I was like, damn.
So let
'cause
me
I'm
ask
a
you
threat.
this. So like all y'all in a relationships, oh my God. You guys are really strong in y'all business, but don't y'all men want y'all to be feminine, is be home and be women and cook, clean, and
Yes,
Yeah.
that's our number one fight.
y'all fight all the time about that?
About cooking. So I've stepped my game up. I had to listen because we have a cleaning lady come every day. We have
Mhm.
this, but sometimes like your man needs to be like I need to be more nurturing. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll bring home M's, he'll bring home M's, but where is the connection? We're working so much, and then it's the
Mhm.
kids. Like I didn't even know that my son was running for president of his class.
Mhm.
And I'm like, he sent me a picture on the flight. I'm like, oh my God. And there was like such a cute phrase. And like, you have to step back.
And
You know what
realize
I'm
what's
saying?
really
Like what I
important,
was like,
know?
oh my God. And it was so cute. And like his tutor, my nephew helped him. And I'm like, damn, like I should have been like, we're good at that stuff, you know? So yeah,
But
like
I want to
you
challenge
want
it
to
a little bit.
Me
though.
too, because
No, I want to challenge. No, I think
no, but cooking, like, just it doesn't have to be. It really to just show that you're catering to your man. Like, even a little massage. Like, yeah, we have the cleaning. The cleaning part, I ain't doing shit. But the cooking, I think, is more important. You know, like men want
According
that.
to what he
But the
wants.
feminine, no, I'm just
Every now
saying
and then.
challenge it from the standpoint of I don't think that makes you feminine. I think it is kind of more in alignment with the word that you're using, which is nurturing. So it's not,
Mhm.
I don't gotta cook and clean to
To
be
be nurturing,
feminine.
yeah.
Like
Mhm.
we feminine just sitting here, right?
I mean,
we
nurturing is all a part of it.
But nurturing, but what you're saying, yeah, because it does. But that also is just a part of relationships. Like
Yeah.
you've been married, you've been in relationships.
I've been married too.
You've been married, okay,
Mhm.
girl. Like
Girl,
I'm
you
y'all
ain't
gonna
been no
start telling me
married.
this stuff
Yeah.
off screen. Don't be surprised
ain't been no
when we get on the couch. But anyway, what I'm saying is that like think about it, like you just be going through the motions sometimes, and it don't even really got nothing to do with you being a boss. That's just the dynamics of a relationship.
And it also
sometimes.
applies to what kind of man you got. Like he might not. He cares that she don't cook. He might want to see her cook. Keith might not care that you don't cook. Like it's gives and takes. Like if
Well,
you're-
they get
It's not-
tired
it's
of
not just about the
DoorDash
cooking,
and yeah.
you know.
I mean, whatever it is that
thing
he
is-
wants
Yeah.
from you is what I'm saying.
when women are typically workaholics, bosses, and stuff like that, they kind of forget about the man. You know, they forget about the needs
I
of
think
a
that's
man.
such a farce.
Yeah, I don't think
I
I do
I
mean-
think
that.
that's such for
I-
me. For
of
me
course you're gonna
personally-
say that, but
no,
I think
no,
the
no, I'm saying
man-
for me personally,
Uh-huh.
I think that when women get to a certain level, you get like a stigma attached to you that like you some boss, and you'll never hear me say I'm no boss. I don't gotta walk around and say that. I don't gotta walk around and say I'm a woman. I don't gotta walk around and say I'm black. That's a given. Like I don't
Yeah.
have to. I don't gotta lead with that. Like
like
so, I don't. That's not my energy. Like when you meet me, if I didn't know you in the hallway, I would never say anything about what I do because it's what I do. I don't want to talk about that shit all the time.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? So I think now that life is great and I could chill and be at ease, that's what I do. Like people are like, damn, I thought you busy. I am busy at home on my bed watching TV.
It's a maturity, and we're always maturing, right?
Mhm.
You know, so I feel like then I had to realize, okay, girl, like you can't keep going like this. I got VAs. I wanted round the clock. Like, hey, I need to have a 24/7 business. And that changed my life. And then also my son was graduating, getting ready to go to college. My daughter is right behind him. And so it's like once those things started setting in, and then I had to say, girl, you prayed for your husband. You asked God to give you a husband.
That's true.
What are you doing? Like, you're not looking at his face. You're not rubbing
But does he
his
get
back.
happy that you're not depending on him?
back?
Like, depending on him? Like, I feel
Rub
like
my back. Oh, my God.
No, but I feel like men also, like, if they're the only ones working, that's like a lot of pressure on them.
Yeah. Because I had that too.
But I'm saying, and I'm not talking about little bills. I'm saying if you have this lifestyle, and I get it, there's ball players, I'm saying like normal, like business people, right? Or people that have, if your bills are 100,000, like, and because our bills are heavy, we got heavy bills. I'm saying, so it's like, because I see my people in our neighborhood, we live in a really prestigious neighborhood, and I see them stressed, working all day long, and then like, yeah, it happens, because they're not all like, people when they think wealthy, all they think about is ball players and entertainment, you know. So it's like, you know, it's like choose your battle. Do you want to be like under, because it's not easy, you know, unless you have something fully established. I don't know. So does he feel like if you were to just, let's say you were to stop cold turkey, would he be able to?
No, Keith is very, and I have talked to him about that's like, babe, do you think I should just get a job? Like, do you think I should just?
Wait, would you do
A
that?
Yeah,
job.
no. Well, I mean, I had to have that conversation because I was just like, no, my husband never complained. We never got in no argument about how much money, because he's always like, I want you to be happy.
Right.
If that's what makes you happy, do that. And so he's always been supportive. Now, has he probably felt neglected? I'm sure he has felt
But
neglected.
what about when it's vice versa? Nobody says it when a man, like, let me just be clear, okay? Let me just be clear. I done bought 13 properties this year. I got $1 million home. I got a $500,000 home in Florida. I got car, like, I got stuff. So like, I ain't gonna come off this money. It's not gonna happen, okay? And if you, that's just me being an adult. I'm not coming down. It's not gonna happen. That ain't me being masculine. That's me being smart. Like, why would anybody come down if they've already created this lifestyle? And let me just say this, it took me 18 years to get here. So like, I'm not coming down. That don't mean that I can't rub your back. I can't be nice to you. I can't nurture. It doesn't mean that. Right. It just means that I have a certain life I've created for myself, and it's gonna be that.
I want to know: are y'all backs getting rubbed?
Yeah, no. But what I'm saying,
my back's
that's not the man's job.
Are
you crazy?
Y'all
don't want y'all man. It's a double standard.
But what I'm saying though is, no, it wasn't. When I asked him, babe, you think I should get a job? It's just the demands that come with entrepreneurship. It actually wasn't financially motivated. It wasn't like, oh, this isn't happening. It's just like, okay.
You want me to sit down?
Like,
because I'm doing a lot.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Do you like, is this okay? Because I don't want you to feel like I'm just like
but let me ask you this.
dragging you with me.
Let me ask you this, because you've been married for quite some time. Let's just say you were at a $10 million a year mark and he felt like you're doing a lot. Would you be like, okay, well, I'm gonna stop and I might have to pull back on making the money to make him happy?
I think the way that I approach, not to dodge your question, but really the way that I approach things is like, if it comes to me.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying? Like, if it comes to me, and that's what happened. It's like, okay, babe, let me
see it from your point of view.
Yeah, let me make sure, because the thing about it is, me losing DJ, I know life is temporal. That's why I be so calm. That's why I be so loving. Because if I go to bed
on me,
yes,
I can't stop. I'm like, bigger house, more cars. We have so many cars. Like, that's the issue. Oh, $10 million.
I'm gonna send you my I'm gonna send you my mental fitness program too. We're gonna talk about that.
But wait a minute, let me say this
your email for the.
I think to her point, and I could be wrong.
One.
If you have a husband and I mean, maybe you feel this way too, I don't know. I feel like if you have a husband that's tried and true and y'all been there, y'all done made money, y'all done been down, you know what you have in that man. Yeah. So you might can rest a little more easy. Just like my mom, they've been married for 33 years. I was married to a clown for 9. So I know that I got to depend on me regardless. Now, if I get with somebody and I be together with him for 20 years and he showed me that, like, okay, he got me. But until I feel that all the way, like, secure and safe, I'm never coming off this money. Like, it just ain't going to happen.
Yeah, and
it's just not going to happen.
And I don't think that we have to come off the money to be feminine. I don't think we got to come off the money to keep our kids, our families, and our men happy. But all of that is relative. It's about, because what works for rich and unemployed finesse, Jonathan, may not work for Keith or work for G.
Yeah, it's all
or-
different. Mhm.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So all of that, I think you have to define that in your relationship.
Mhm.
And that's why the communication is important. So it's like I knew when I'm looking at you, but I ain't really looking at you, that's wrong. Right?
Tell the story.
That's wrong. When I get in the bed and it's like,
I'm on 20%.
yeah, like, but if I know you like a back rub,
Yeah.
and I literally, he was like, so you just rub my back so you could go to sleep. and that's
You
what,
can't win. Like, God dang.
and that's what you was having. So I think it's just about what works for you. And that's just going to be different for everybody. But I'm just saying that in the course of a relationship, a friendship, a romantic relationship, certain things are going to happen that ain't got nothing. People be wanting to blame entrepreneurship for everything. And
You
it's
won't fit
not-
me in
It's
no way.
honestly like what's in you, because if I don't have to work if I didn't
Yeah, of
want to.
course
Like
you
I can
don't.
just relax. But the thing is that it's not in me to like stay at
Yeah,
home and like
I ain't doing that either.
I know like if you gonna make 500,000 this month, I'm gonna make 500,000. Like what are we gonna do? Then we can take
Yeah.
a break next month. That's just my mentality. Like I don't have to. And if he wanted to just say, you know what, I don't feel like it. Like I'm going through, like we
Yeah.
as humans go through
You
shit.
got
There's
him.
weeks where it's like you
Mhm.
probably don't want to do shit, but
Mhm.
he knows like I'll
You a
handle it.
go-getter. Yeah.
I got it. And I think that's why we work. Because there's times where I'll be like, I don't want to do shit.
Yeah.
Like, and
Yeah.
because I'm so like, what is the word? I'm so like, I get like paranoid, right? So I'm like, if our bills ain't good for a year,
Man,
like
that's
we got to
me
keep
too.
going.
What?
Like because I know how heavy they are and we
Yeah.
have kids and they're like in the best of this and
Yeah.
that. So I feel like shit, we got to make sure we good for like a year.
Mm.
So that if we had to stop, because we're entrepreneurs. We're working for, not even for us, it's for our kids.
Man,
Yeah.
I'm working
Like
so
it's
hard.
for our
Gotta
kids.
keep
Like
working.
my
Yeah.
kids are gonna
It's
be.
not selfish.
It's not so right now. Like what we're doing is for the kids.
Mhm.
It's for their like future, because we're good.
Clearly.
Mhm.
So, how can someone team
He
up with
said
you, ladies,
clearly.
if they was interested in this industry?
Why
You
everybody
gonna let
looking at
somebody
me?
see? You
'Cause
gonna
you
First of
don't-
all, y'all need to
'cause
be
it's your
tuning
show.
in. You need to be
Listen.
tu- Wait, it's
I'm
not
not
my
accepting.
I mean,
That's
I'm
what you
letting
said.
y'all.
That's what you
no more
said.
clients, but they can buy a house for me.
I am the creator of the show along with Koi. It's our show. It's sure about us.
Us,
Okay?
mhm.
I'm just
Shout
on the
out to
business-
Koi.
Shout out to
boy.
Koi.
Yeah.
Koi. What's up,
Which one?
Koi?
Which one is Koi?
Koi's right there.
Keep,
What's up,
that's
Koi?
Koi right there with the gold teeth.
Okay.
No, but you guys need to be tuning in to just see all of our craziness and just how we really get down. So on Roku and on YouTube, because we premiered on YouTube because a lot of people don't have Roku. Tuesday nights at 8 p.m. And you guys can hit the website first with a one, ladiesofreight.com.
And,
Go.
okay. Y'all got any upcoming events?
Oh.
Yeah, we're actually doing a trucking expo that we're going to film, and you guys will see all that. It'll be kind of similar to what y'all see the housewives do, but we won't be like, jumping over no tables and pulling each other's hair out.
With an audience or what?
With the audience, they
Mhm.
can buy tickets. When
Where?
the tickets go on sale, we ain't there
Oh,
yet.
my bad.
Hey, we ain't there yet. We're gonna have a really dope host. I don't want to tell y'all who it is yet, but just tune in. Everything's on the show, so y'all will see it.
What about lease on? What is that?
Oh, okay. So shameless plug. So if you guys are looking to lease on, if you're owner operators, non-authority owner operators, and y'all are looking to take home 85%, keep most of your money, most of your work, like Harvey said,
Mhm.
come to the Compass Circle, baby. This is where it's at.
Okay, what about turnkey trucking?
Turnkey trucking is like if you guys want to invest and you want to get in trucking on the business side, we have that automated program available also.
So basically, they could just buy in and just.
We got all
everything.
kind of things. If you're a trucker, you can come work with us.
Tell
If
them
you
to call
wanna-
for a consult so you can.
Nah,
because
because I don't do that. My sales team's gonna handle that. I don't do the sales club no more.
What about under the hood?
Oh, under the hood is like, so I have a lot of like celebrity clients.
lot
who,
going on.
I do. I mean, you gotta have tears for folks.
Mhm.
I have a lot of like NBA players that reach out to me, their wives, and they want to do something with the money, but they don't want to do a nail shop.
Mhm.
Like I have a really dope program that pretty much teaches you how to get 20, 30, 40, or 50,000 per client. I give you my whole blueprint on how to get high ticket offers.
Mhm.
And it's just basically just setting up companies.
Yo, listen, I salute girl bosses all day, every day. Like I would love to have a woman. Like I'm not scared of bosses. Some guys want to dim the light. No, I don't want a girl that has her own money. No, I would love for a woman to have her own money, and I would also want that love. Like I'm bringing my own money, but when I come home, like I need to feel that. I need to feel that affection. I need to feel that love. And that comes in the form of food. It comes in the form of kisses and hugs.
For you,
But if you're
yeah.
working all day and you come home and you tired too for a whole week straight,
But who said that? Because I don't work all day.
We ain't talking about you.
Oh, I'm just saying because my staff take care of everything.
Okay, we already know you get
Okay,
money.
I'm
You
just
laid
saying,
up in
I'm
the
just
bed.
saying,
You know
I'm
what I'm
just saying.
We already
You can do
know.
both. I'm just saying you can do both. You can be a
But
boss
that's
and
true
make
because
money
I've
and still
heard
be
my hubby
affectionate.
say that, and I've been working on it. I'll be like, all right, well, my last client, I'll just let another agent do it, or I'll let
Mhm.
I don't have to go that extra mile, and it's helped significantly, and it's something
you can't do all
little,
that.
like,
But y'all, it's a thing to that. So that's like literally, this is not a plug. This is just conversation. That's literally part of my mentorship.
It's
No,
not a
for
plug.
real. It's
Uh-huh.
not a plug, legit. You don't have to go to IamSheilaMichelle.com for that one. No, but seriously, so in the mentorship, that's what we do. We're like, okay, what is your overarching vision? What's like your whole schedule for the day so that you're not just empty? Because as
Yeah, you can't do
women,
that.
we be empty and then it's time for us to do something for somebody and we like,
I ain't doing none of that.
bruh, I'm
got it for you.
I'm empty. And
Mhm.
so we have those types of things like in our program, we call it mental fitness, legit. So that you can keep because it's really about energy. That's really what we're managing throughout the day. We're managing, and when we don't want to deal with somebody, it's actually not that we don't want to deal with them. We don't want to deal with
Their
the energy
Mhm.
that's being emitted.
I don't want to
So-
deal with either. But go ahead.
So this one is a sweetheart. She just ain't gonna be she just ain't gonna be no sweet. She's a boss, but she is
why
a
y'all
sweetheart.
keep saying that? It's making
You
me itch.
are.
You are.
Everybody knows
You
this,
are
though.
loving.
Like we don't gotta say that.
But now
word
we
no
don't
more.
see. We don't use the word go.
We never
boss.
say that.
We don't
Like,
even
what?
use mentor anymore. We have to
Yeah,
change
yeah,
it.
please,
No,
no,
we
no,
gotta-
no.
please. And we're not.
I'm just saying. Let me just say this for everybody thinks I'm
Wait,
a
and
skull
we're gonna
crusher.
stop with the courses because
Okay,
now
please
that's
stop with the courses.
like we gotta name it something else because everybody last
I'm
year.
sure
2
we.
years-
I'm sure we
Busters.
all would love for somebody to just fly in and take care of us and do all the things. Wouldn't you love that?
I enjoy that. I experienced that.
She's getting that right now.
I enjoy that. Wait a
Right
minute.
now.
But we just talked about. What did you say? But
They
when
could
it wasn't
take it
going their way,
away.
they was taking it away.
Exactly, but
Okay,
when it's
then.
a certain type of person, when you get to experience that, it's a different type of experience.
Girl, everybody gonna do
But
that.
if it
Like,
ain't yours, it ain't yours.
if
Is
it ain't
in your
yours, it ain't
name?
yours.
Is that house
It's
in
gonna
your
always
name?
come with something.
Is that car in your name?
Mine's is.
Who
My
knows?
whole
I might be
point
getting a
for
car in my
this-
name.
Well,
Damn.
if he's
I might get in
listening,
the
she
car. My
wants,
name.
if she's listening, she wants a new Range Rover.
No, you do it right. You just might buy you
Escalade
a car.
2024.
So my whole point, Finesse,
hear
is
you.
that there is a way
That's-
for women
It's all worked out.
and men. It's how you manage yourself.
Just balance.
Yeah.
It's how you manage yourself. I don't know if it's balance. I think it might be prioritization. But like,
How does Beyonce and Jay-Z do it?
What about what about our
We'll
parents?
never know.
No, first of all, what about our parents that
They
been
don't be
married?
talking to
What
us.
about our parents that been
What
married?
about
All
Will
of
and
us,
Jada?
No, but
Child, don't nobody
have
want
parents-
that.
No,
Keep bringing
listen,
up
we
the
have
wrong
parents that have been
examples.
married
Yeah,
for,
my parents been married for
over
33 years.
My parents.
That
that
means
helps.
something.
Let me say this too.
My parents 50 years.
But I
They
can
are-
tell you,
they have.
Wow.
my parents 35 years. But what I'm trying to tell
But
you
my
is
mama
I've
ain't
had-
no goddamn millionaire either. So
Okay, but
I'm
what
just saying.
But at the end
Oh,
of the day,
that makes a point. People
that do
with
make a point.
parents-
Like
people with money
listen,
can't be married and happy.
I'm not saying that, but y'all gotta act. Listen, I'm with Drake. People talking about money ain't. I'm not saying it's everything, but you need money. Okay, y'all go out here and be loving on each other. And don't got no coin. Y'all
I
can
do
have
get what
it.
you're saying. You have to go through a different process to get where you're
No,
at.
I'm just saying different. We have different responsibilities. In my family, I am the first generation. I think I'm the only millionaire in my family. So I pay my parents' rent. I mean, their mortgage, and I take care of them, and I do shit for people like all the time. Like it's insane. You would think like, God damn, bitch, is you Bill Gates or somebody? Like I'm always doing for people. So like it's just different. My mama gonna be comfortable. Like my daddy gonna be comfortable. Like they're gonna go. My mama getting on the yacht.
That's amazing. That's goals right there.
That's what I'm saying. Like I gotta do it for people in my family that ain't done it and ain't seen it. Like my mama on private jet, she on yacht, she doing stuff she's never imagined. So like I ain't coming off.
But
that.
there's a blessing in that because you're providing. You know what I mean? Your
Yeah, but just 'cause
blessings are providing
I'm just
a
saying,
life
just
for
because
other
I'm adamant
people.
about it, don't
Yeah.
mean I'm not lovable.
Right? No, I know you are.
I mean,
We are not saying
I'm
you
just saying
aren't.
to his point about being a nurturer. Just because you a beast in business, don't mean you can't be no lover. That don't mean that.
Oh
That's
yeah.
true.
Yeah, that don't mean that.
Well, I
See,
think
if
you're-
I don't have to
you're a
work-
Have no rebuttal.
I don't have to work if I never wanted to because my parents are rich as fuck.
Your parents are rich as fuck. Because I seen what your mama
Oh,
did
your
for
parents
you for
been rich. I thought
Valentine's
you
Day.
came up with $1 in a dream.
No, but No.
The
My parents
cap.
are wealthy, but they didn't. I did it because they weren't going to
That,
support
like
my
she said,
LA
it
life.
wasn't her money. It was
It's a
their
little
money,
different though. Like
right?
Yeah,
you-
they didn't.
That's the whole
I knew
point.
that I always had a backup plan,
Uh-huh.
but so I'm not saying I came from the hood. Like my parents came from the slums of where they're from, and they became millionaires. And I seen them do it together and grind.
But
and
you
then,
weren't no loser either. Like you rented out your condo. You
yeah,
had a
I'm not
plan.
like, you
Yeah.
know.
But you took
and-
accountability.
But all of this, they didn't buy our house. They didn't buy our cars. Like, if I was to ask them for a car, they would probably get us a Camry. Like, they're not, their mentality,
Right.
they come to our house and say, why do you live like this? You know what I'm saying? Like, real wealthy people, they're,
Don't
the
live like
millionaire
that.
next door has a Toyota Camry.
Mm.
Right
And
now,
that's
like, the
fine.
people that we, like, our lifestyles, like, it's like,
Have
it
y'all-
doesn't make sense
Hold on,
to
because
people
I've been
like
to your
that.
house.
No,
So
have
stop playing
y'all?
with me.
There's
thanks.
a book called Everyday Millionaire. Y'all listened to it before?
I've heard
No.
of it.
You have.
I think so. That's the one,
I'm
the,
so
the millionaire.
Chris
next-
Hogan. It's called Everyday Millionaire, and it's
About to
like
stop.
that.
I get sick of that too, because like it ain't no one format for.
But
this
I like
stuff.
my Cullinan, and I
I
like
bet
my
you
my
do.
flying spur, baby. I ain't coming off that either. Like I'm not coming off.
Okay, ladies. First,
What's your conclusion? You watch it next week or no?
I'm gonna watch it. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna see what y'all talking about.
Okay.
Yeah. I love you, ladies.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yay.
Because I got to pee.
First ladies of freight, man. I appreciate you guys. I wish you guys much success, love, and more money.
More money.
More
for sure.
money.
Hey.
Yeah, for sure.
We more love,
I want to get more
more
love.
power,
Girl,
more
shut the
money,
hell up. Like y'all
and
killing
lots
me
of
right now.
Jesus.
All right,
More
guys.
honesty. Thanks.
Rich and Unemployed, the
Exactly.
podcast. Thank you guys for tuning in. Until next time.
Lying ass. I know you want some money. What are we talking about?
And cut.